Hey there, how's it going? This is Kimberly with AskSpot, and for this video, I will show you how to connect and transfer data from your intake form to an external system, which is for this video, we will use make.com, and we will do this to streamline our processes. So from AskSpot, we will send the data collected by this intake form over to make.com, and we will add it to a Google Sheet. So you'll have all of your clients' data in one place. After it was added to Google Sheet, the client will also be notified that you have received their submission and that they'll receive an update from you shortly. So that's what we will do for this video. So we can set that up right here on the webhooks section in AskSpot. And this is the IntelliForm or the intake form that we are using as an example. So it is basically collect details about the business so that it can help you as an AI consultant to build a spotlight for them. So that's the use case of this IntelliForm. Now we will send over the data collected by this form through webhooks right here and create integration. So let's just say that this is for the spotlight setup form. And we will put the webhook URL in here, which can be found on the external system. So let's go ahead and go to make.com to get our webhook URL. First thing that you'll see when you log into make.com is this part. So you can just click on new scenario right there. And over here, use the webhooks and custom webhook. All right, so now click on create a new webhook and let's save this. Now we will be getting this link. So this is the hook link. Let's copy address to clipboard and save. Now we'll go back to our AskSpot account and paste that right here on the webhook URL section. And that's where the event type will pull up. So you can select IntelliForm and then type in the name of the form. So I think it's the Spotlight Setup form. Spotlight. Oh, find that right here. Spotlight Setup IntelliForm. Okay, there you go. We can do a send, or you can do a test by sending sample data. So to make.com. So let's run this and let's click the send sample data. Great, so data sent successfully. Let me just save that. And over here, you'll see that it was able to get this data, sample data from the intake form that we used. So over here, you'll see that we can start building our process here inside make.com now that we have this set up. So first thing that you'd want to do if you want to add all of this into a Google Sheet, click in here and make sure to select the add a row. All right, so now just make sure that your account is connected over here and then search by path. That's fine. My drive, that's right. And then select your spreadsheet ID. So I will be creating a spreadsheet specifically for this. So this will be my Spotlight Setup IntelliForm. There you go. And then let's just map out the headers based on the data that AskSpot sent. So the first thing will be the business name. So that would be business name. And then description will be business description. Let me just format that correctly. So let me add all of the other data from here to this. Okay, so I finished adding all of the headers inside our Google Sheet. Now it's time to map that out. So let's click inside here and select our file. So it should be that title and then sheet name. Yep, we only have one sheet there, so that's fine. Now here are your values and it's time to enter and match those data that we got from AskSpot. So let me just do that right here. Logo upload link, media link, spotlight actions, social links, and then featured resource, AI tone, FAQs, and preferred channels. Okay, there you go. So let's save this now. Okay, so we can test this by clicking the Run Once button, and then let's send sample data. See if that will work. Okay, so that worked. Our integration is working correctly. Let me just take a look at this. Okay, now if you go here, all right, next thing that we will do is add another one, which is for notifying the client. We will be using Gmail for this. Let's use Gmail. There you go, and sends a new email. Now for the recipient, okay, that would be the client's email address. Then you can even add another recipient, which is your email if you want. So let's just say I want this to send to my email also, so that I know every time it's sending these emails to the client. Here's the subject line that we will be using for this. Let's just say, thank you for completing your Spotlight setup form. And then let's put the name or the first name of whoever completed the form. And as for the content, we will be thanking them for submitting the form. So let me just add that right here. So let's say, thank you for submitting your Spotlight setup form. We received the following details from you: business name, business description, the logo link, maybe the intro media, social links. So we're basically just telling them that, hey, we received this, and we will get back to you shortly with your Spotlight setup. So let's just add turnaround time. So we're excited to turn this into an engaging Spotlight experience. You can expect to hear from us within 2 to 3 days. Okay. So now let's save this. Now it's time to test our form or our IntelliForm. Let's see if it will be added to our Google Sheet, and then if it will notify us via email. So first things first, go back to your IntelliForm and do a real test of it. Just a preview. All right, now generate my own spotlight. Now let's fill this. Okay, for the business or brand name, let me just use a fictitious one. This one, let's just say we offer personal and executive coaching. And then the logo file, let's just say, and next will be the intro video or profile image that you want. For the quick buttons, let's just say this. And then for the social media platforms, say these, and some optional things. Okay, and what tone should your AI assistant use? Let's just say supportive and motivational. Okay, there you go. Oh, let's just make sure that this is toggled on, and let's run it immediately, just so we know this will work. Okay, services, what common questions should your AI be ready to answer? And then we want them to be able to contact via email and phone call. All right, next is our first name and now let's save this. Okay, preparing a sauce. Okay, so now let's go to make, and you can see it was able to successfully run the automation, and you'll see it right here. Update in the sheet, and let's take a look at our email and see if that sent something. Here's the email that I received. Let's polish that up a little bit so that it looks better when sending out. Okay, so let's change that right here. You can ask your AI tool to format it in HTML. There you go. Now let's save this and let's try that again. Okay, now let's see how it looks like via email. So with the correct HTML formatting, we were able to generate this kind of output for the IntelliForm or for the intake form. So that's it. That's how you connect your intake form over to a webhook connection to send over the data so that you can streamline your processes. So as you can see here, just make sure that your automation is toggled on. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching this video.